If you watch almost any tech channel, sooner or later someone stops to tell you that you absolutely need a VPN, or hackers at the coffee shop will steal your passwords, your bank, your whole identity. There's usually a discount code. Here's the honest truth they tend to skip. That specific scary story is, for most people, out of date. A VPN is a real tool with real uses, but it is not the magic shield the ads make it sound like. And the number one reason people are told to buy one barely applies anymore. So let's cut through the sponsorship hype. In the next few minutes, with no code to sell you, I'll explain what a VPN actually does, the big myth it's sold on, what it definitely does not do, and then the honest answer to the only question that matters: do you specifically actually need one? By the end, you'll be able to decide for yourself instead of being scared into it. Let me show you. Let's start with what a VPN genuinely is, in plain terms. Normally, when you go online, your traffic travels from your device through your internet provider out to the websites you visit, and your provider, plus whoever runs the network you're on, can see the list of places you go. A VPN, which stands for Virtual Private Network, adds a step. It builds an encrypted tunnel from your device to a server run by the VPN company, and all your traffic goes through that tunnel first. Two things change as a result. First, your internet provider and the local network can no longer see which sites you're visiting. They just see one encrypted connection to the VPN. Second, the websites you visit see the VPN server's address instead of your real one, so your real location and IP address are hidden from them. That's the actual product. It moves the "who can see where I'm going" from your provider to the VPN company, and it masks your location. Think of it like mailing your letters inside a second sealed envelope to a forwarding office. The post office on your street can't read the real address anymore, and the people you write to see the forwarding office, not your home. That's genuinely useful in specific situations, which we'll get to. But notice what it is: a privacy and location tool. Hold on to that, because the way it's marketed quietly promises a lot more than that, and the gap between the two is where people either waste money or, worse, feel safe when they aren't. Now the big one, the scare that sells the most VPNs. Without a VPN, a hacker on public Wi-Fi will steal your passwords and credit card numbers. For years, there was some truth to that. Today, it's largely outdated, and here's why. Remember the little padlock in your browser's address bar? That means the connection to that website is encrypted with something called HTTPS, and these days, essentially every real website uses it. Your bank, your email, your shopping, all of it. That encryption happens between you and the website directly, so even on the sketchiest open Wi-Fi in the busiest airport, the actual contents, your password as you type it, your card number, are already scrambled. A stranger on that network can't read them, with or without a VPN. That was a genuinely big shift, and it happened quietly with no product for you to buy. So the classic image, a hacker in a hoodie at the next table, siphoning your banking login off the cafe Wi-Fi, mostly doesn't work anymore because the web fixed that problem for everyone, for free, with HTTPS. This is the single most important thing to understand, because it's the foundation of almost every VPN sales pitch, and it's the part that quietly expired. A VPN is not what's protecting your password on public Wi-Fi. The padlock already did that, which means if staying safe on public Wi-Fi was your only reason to get one, you may not need it at all. So if it's not the magic password shield, let's be clear about what a VPN does not do, because the myths cause real harm. Myth 1. A VPN makes you anonymous. It does not. The moment you log into Google or Facebook or your email while connected, those companies know exactly who you are. You just told them. A VPN gives you privacy from your internet provider, not anonymity from the sites you use. Myth 2. A VPN protects you from viruses, scams, or phishing. It does not. If you click a fake login link or download malware, the VPN happily encrypts that traffic straight to the attacker. It is not antivirus, and it won't stop a single one of the scams we've covered on this channel. Myth 3. A VPN is pure upside. Also, no. There are real trade-offs. Your connection gets slower, often 10 to 20%, more if the server's far away. You'll hit a lot more of those click all the traffic lights puzzles because you share an address with thousands of other users. It usually costs a monthly fee. And, most importantly, you are now trusting the VPN company with all the browsing your provider used to see. A good, reputable provider is careful with that. A shady, free VPN can log it and sell it, which is worse than not using one at all. So a VPN doesn't add a force field, it shifts who you trust and adds some cost and friction. Whether that trade is worth it depends entirely on you, which is the real question. So, honestly, who actually benefits from a VPN, and who's just paying for peace of mind they already have? You probably do want one if any of these is you. First, you regularly work or browse on networks you don't control. Hotel Wi-Fi, co-working spaces, a lot of travel, where a VPN adds a sensible extra layer and keeps that network from logging your activity. Second, you travel internationally and need to reach services or content from back home that get geo-blocked abroad. This is one of the things a VPN does genuinely well. Third, you specifically don't want your internet provider recording and potentially selling the list of everywhere you go or throttling certain traffic. A VPN takes that visibility away from them. And fourth, you live somewhere with heavy network censorship or surveillance where it can be an important tool. On the other hand, you probably don't need one if your honest answer is, I mostly use the internet at home, on my own network, and the only reason I was considering it is that public Wi-Fi password fear. In that case, HTTPS already has you covered, and a VPN is mostly buying a feeling. There's no shame in either answer. Think of a VPN like a raincoat, genuinely worth having on the days it's actually raining. Travel, untrusted Wi-Fi, a provider you don't trust, and pointless sitting indoors. The trick is just knowing which kind of day you're having. The point is to choose it for a reason that's actually true for your life, not because a sponsor frightened you. Okay, say you looked at that list and one of them is you. You travel or you don't trust your provider, so a VPN makes sense. Here's how to choose one honestly without getting fleeced. First, pay for a reputable one and be very skeptical of free. Running a VPN costs real money, so if you're not paying, your browsing data often is the product, the exact opposite of what you wanted. Second, look for a provider with a clear no-logs policy that has actually been independently audited, not just claimed in an ad. You're trusting them with everything, so their track record matters more than their discount. Third, favor a modern, fast protocol. You'll often see WireGuard named, which keeps the speed hit small. And fourth, ignore the hype dialect. The military grade, be invisible, lifetime deal for $19 forever stuff. The good ones don't need to scare you or promise the impossible. Pick a solid, audited, paid provider, turn it on when you're on networks you don't trust or you're traveling, and leave it off the rest of the time if you like. That's the whole honest playbook. No fear required. So here's the honest answer in one breath. A VPN routes your traffic through an encrypted tunnel, which hides which sites you visit from your internet provider and masks your location. That's the real product, a privacy and location tool. The big reason it's sold, hackers will steal your password on public Wi-Fi, is mostly outdated because HTTPS, that padlock in your browser, already encrypts that everywhere for free. A VPN does not make you anonymous, it's not antivirus, it won't stop scams, and it comes with real trade-offs in speed, cost, and trusting the provider. So a sketchy free one is worse than none. You genuinely benefit if you use untrusted networks, travel and need geo-access, or don't want your provider tracking you. And you probably don't if you're mostly home and the only fear was public Wi-Fi. If you do get one, pay for a reputable, audited, no-logs provider and skip the hype. So the honest bottom line, a VPN is a useful tool for some people and a solved problem for many others. And now you can tell which one you are. No sponsor required. If you found a no hype, straight answer refreshing, that's exactly what this channel is about. Consider subscribing because we explain the digital world in plain English, so you and the people you love can make calm, informed choices instead of fearful ones. And if you know someone about to buy a VPN because an ad scared them, send them this first. It might save them money or help them choose a good one for the right reason. Stay sharp out there.